What's up, guys? It's Other Jesus, and the first time I turned on Titanfall in about 3 weeks, all these achievements just started rolling in. I have no idea what these achievements are. I did not quickly go and look at what these achievements were. I just did the update and was excited to play some Frontier Defense, which is part of the new update in Titanfall. So let's talk about that. If you're a subscriber from my Titanfall videos, then yeah, you know it's been a while since I've made one. We'll save the whys for another video. So let's jump right into the latest Titanfall update, which is update 8. I think I might have just said it was update 9. So now I'm totally confusing myself, but we're just going to call it Update 8 because I believe it is Update 8, and it probably is the final Titanfall update. So here we're looking at some of the new additions to the game. Update 8 adds lots of great new features and bug fixes. We have the new Horde mode, which is Frontier Defense, and we also have ranked games, which you see here. And the ranking system is like a monthly system. It's kind of an evolving system that resets every month. It's a tiered system that resets every month, but ranked games, that's pretty freaking awesome. I love it. Update 8 also adds some new Titanfall voices as well as voices in different languages, and I thought that was a nice touch. Let's take a listen to them here because it's pretty cool. I think they pretty cool.
Alert! Pilote ennemi détecté à bord. Nucleo danni online.
Online.
警告。敵パイロットが船体に付着。Внимание, на корпусе обнаружен пилот противника.
Warning, a hostile pilot is attached to the hull.
I'll take over for now. Come back safe.
Gonna buy Vanessa. Boom. Yes, I'll buy it. I got credits to blow. Yeah, I thought that was a really cool touch there, and I love how they're all female voices that are speaking the other languages. I mean, I'm sure there's some social justice warriors out there that's going to say that's so sexist, but come on, I mean, female voices in different languages just sounds hot. So I thought that was really cool. And they also added a new way for players to bitch out and use in-game credits to buy their way to Gen 10, effectively letting players skip all the challenge requirements. I personally don't approve of that, but the game has been out for almost 9 months, so, you know, it's fine. And then the playlists, they've got too many playlists. They've got individual playlists for all the different DLC game packs, and it's just too much. And one thing that they did do, which I like, is they added you can see the number of players in your region and the number of players worldwide. And I really think that's cool because you know then how many people you're searching against. And you can see here in the video that, I mean, the Titanfall numbers are, you know, they're suffering. They've probably been suffering for a while, but there is still a healthy population of people playing. But I think if they just trimmed the fat, you know, if they got rid of if they got rid of almost all of the DLC playlists, I think that would really help the overall just matchmaking experience of Titanfall, especially now that they've added ranked games. Update 9 also adds 2 new game types, a Marked for Death Pro, and another one that I have to admit I forget the name of, but it's like you can't touch the floor. It's like the floor is lava, so you have to play the entire match without ever hitting the ground. And if you hit the ground, you just get hurt and you got to get back up quick. You can maybe die if you're on the ground too long. I haven't played those yet, but I look forward to playing those this week. The footage you're watching right now is the Frontier Defense mode, which is essentially a horde mode. You can either join up with a team of 4, or you can join in alone and get matched up with 3 other people. And if you've never played a horde mode before, I mean, it's basically like this. You're dropped into a map, and waves of enemies attack you, and they attack your base. Each wave effectively gets increasingly difficult, and you survive all the waves, and you earn a ranking at the end, and in Titanfall, that's a ranking of 3 gold stars. Frontier Defense in Titanfall doesn't add any new maps, but I think that's fine because all of the maps in Titanfall were designed for a bunch of enemy AI to begin with, so I think the new mode works well with all the existing maps, at least the maps that I've played on so far. And sometimes it kind of made the maps feel new because you weren't actually, watching out for enemy pilots. You were kind of just running around looking for AI, and I thought that was kind of fun. This really gives Titanfall a leg up over other games because oftentimes other games try to include a horde mode or a zombie mode on their multiplayer maps, and the play space just doesn't quite gel with the game type. But since Titanfall was kind of designed with AI in mind, I think it seems to work a little naturally for them. So it's working out. It's pretty cool. Another thing that I really liked about Frontier Defense is that every map was a different experience. I've seen some games use the same enemy wave formula for each map. So they add no real variety or enemy dynamics to the environment. It's like, but some games it's like, okay, wave 1, it's just the weakest enemies. Wave 2 might add 2 more harder enemies, etc., etc. And it's the same, formula every map, every time. And in Titanfall, it gets, it's not predictable. On one map you might get 5 waves, on another map you might get 6 waves, and waves 1 through 5 aren't the same from one map to the next, if you follow what I'm saying. And yet another map, there's only 2 waves, and that first wave is like a troll wave, and the second wave is like pure hell. So I thought that was really cool. It added variety, and it kept you guessing. It added to the excitement. There's some new enemy types, some gold specters that blow up, and some new titans, some new arc titans, and some mortar titans, and I thought that was really cool. It's a nice touch, and I have to admit that I wasn't expecting that. The best part about this new game mode is that it's free. It's not part of some DLC payment program. Some might argue that it should be free because it should have shipped with the game to begin with, and I can respect that opinion, as Titanfall is only a multiplayer game. It kind of shipped bare bones. Titanfall could have used more content in a launch. But that's just another reason why I respect Respawn so much. They aren't the status quo. They aren't giving up on their game or their fan base. They listen to our feedback, and they know that they're like fighting for market share against other games with a $500 million budget. Respawn's a very small team, and they could have just left Titanfall how it was, with the third and final map pack. But instead, they kept testing out new game types, and they gave us some more game modes for free. It's no secret that I'm a huge Titanfall fan, and to see how much support Respawn has given to this game has been beyond my expectations. Like I said, Respawn could have just turned their full attention to Titanfall 2 months ago. They didn't have to release a horde mode, but they kept resources on it and delivered for their fans. I mean, who knows how long they've been working on it? This could have been in development from the start, and they finally got it working. Who knows? But the fact that they put it out for free instead of holding it back for some DLC or the next game, it's just badass, and it adds more value to the game that I personally already felt that I got my money's worth from. I played the crap out of Titanfall, sometimes cracking out on it for days. So if you haven't logged into Titanfall for a while, I definitely recommend checking out Frontier's Defense. It's a free update, and at the very least, you'll get a few more hours out of your purchase, a few more hours of enjoyment. Or maybe you won't like it, and if you don't, no big deal because it was free. And there's lots of other little additions and bug fixes. I'm not going to go over them all. But, you can check them out online, always at Titanfall.com. You can read the blog. And that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, and, you made it this far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button or rate the video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Do you want more Titanfall videos? Will the new mode bring you back to Titanfall? Even if it's just a few hours a week, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Until next time, guys, it's Other Jesus. I'm out, and sleep well.